Oh my goodness. Welcome in. Double TC start. Spanish versus Sicilians. And look, they start with a sergeant. So I think Sora Kuma can actually build donjons right away with this guy, which is interesting, right? But yeah, double TC start is what we're looking at right now. And we have to immediately examine how much food they have available. And the answer is not much. Not much at all, folks. We've got like 252 on those turkeys. Then we have a javelina up here with 257. Another one with 491. That's going to be very useful. And then not a lot of fish around the outside. The occasional chicken with 33 food. That's nothing. Some argalis with 122. A casual market in the... I shouldn't have clicked that. It's too loud. Casual market in the center. And how much on the berries? 298. Okay, so a lot of food on the berries. Unfortunately, they're very slow to take in. ACCM playing over here with the Spanish. Maybe on a 2TC start, the conchs are going to be less potent. Maybe Sora Kuma's going to have enough of an eco to counter those. I don't know. I think conquistadors are still going to be very difficult, though. Very, very difficult. ACCM... not certain if he's spotted this boar or not. He hasn't. That's the big boy. Okay, there we go. He sees it. 491 on that. We'll be looking at the idle TC time here because it's very difficult to start on a 2TC map like this and not have idle TC time. You can see ACCM with almost 2 minutes. Sora Kuma with 138. He found his boars slightly faster than ACCM, and ACCM is going to go up for that one now. Sora Kuma has not milled the berries yet, but he'll get there. Let's take a look at the stone values. There's a lot of stone here. A lot of stone available. And remember, this guy can probably build a donjon. Probably. We're not certain because he is the starting unit. But he should, I'm about 99.17% sure this guy can build donjons.
Bro wave.
You can build them in Dark Age, but they don't shoot. So it wouldn't be very useful to build that right away. That's for sure. Also, main-ish wood lines. Well, these only have 60 wood on them, so I don't know if you want to go up to that. But there's a lot of wood lines along here, and the water controls that. So docks could be useful at some point. I think they'll just probably stick to the wood on the middle of the map at first. And they have more than enough gold available. There's a lot of gold here. A lot of gold. In terms of relics, this is standard victories, so they actually matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 14 relics here. 14 relics. Holy cow. And here comes a villager forward. Where's he going? He's just exploring with the vill? I mean, I guess if you're looking for more food, you have 25 vills already. This villager is probably expendable. He doesn't know where ACCM is.
60 moons. That's like 5 years already.
Hannibal, thank you for the 60 months, dude. Welcome back. So many months and so many years. I'm calling it. This is going to be a wood game. There's 231k wood here. He's found ACCM. And he's griefing the wall. He doesn't even realize it. He's griefing ACCM's wall. Also, his villager is weak from before. So ACCM is going to try and chase this, maybe. ACCM doesn't have any farms. He's all in on the berries. If you're all in like this, you actually might want to go for another mill on this side to make it more efficient. There's a lot of food on those berries. He's corner checking. He already checked this corner. He might be trying to check that one. He might have just wanted additional scouting, right? You find stuff like these turkeys that's actually really valuable. You have 232 food. Something for your villagers to do. You can see he's stretching out here too. Bears are now coming back. No food on those. ACCM going for the Argalis. And there's an extra boar out here. Pandas. Dude, this is my favorite terrain element in all of AoE 2 right now. This was the best thing that they added with the Three Kingdoms DLC. I'm going to say it. And I don't think that will ever change for me. I think I will. I'm hard committed to that take. Don't jump, Panda. Don't do it. Ah! Can you onager them? You sick bastard. Unfortunately not, no. It would be cool though, wouldn't it? Are we fighting? Oh, we throwing hands. Holy cow, ACCM here with a villager and with the sergeant. And he's throwing hands, and that sergeant needs to go back from Sora Kuma. ACCM is taking the gold, I believe, from these foxes. And between that and maybe just a couple villagers bringing back this gold, he might not even have to set up a mining camp on the gold at all. Until later, anyway. He sees the line of houses now from Sora Kuma. He knows where the base is from Sora Kuma. Sora Kuma, 15 farms. ACCM now 10 farms. And you have to stay in Dark Age for a very long time with double TC start. Look at the idle TC time now. 48 villagers for ACCM, 43 for Sora Kuma. So ACCM has done a much better job early. Feudal Age is on the way for him now. And he'll be going out to stone already. Can we onager the mum of the person asking to onager the pandas? It was a scientific question, dude. We need to find out for science. What a corner. Why are all the birds over here? I don't know, but it isn't. It's a cool corner. I like that one. None of the other corners are cool. Alright. ACCM on the stone. He's coming back now with the vills. Resources should be plenty to click up, and he's 40 seconds away. Or 40 seconds ahead, rather, of Sora Kuma, so he's going to get this castle up, and the only question is whether the castle goes forward. Wyvern, thank you for the 6 months. I don't think they can make anything out of this pagan shrine. It is a very cool looking building. It's got a tree growing up through it. Well, it's not really a building, but you know. Cool looking thing, I guess. And I don't believe they can make anything out of that. You know, it'd be such a cool build. If ACCM went like castle at home defensively, fast imp into cannon galleons. Thoughts? You get him in here. You get him over here with the Spanish, and there's nowhere to go for Sora Kuma. I think that'd be pretty neat. Now, it would die to knights, probably, but that would be pretty neat indeed. So ACCM sees that he's really far in front in terms of timings to Sora Kuma. If he had his sergeant, he would be able to scout this area and know that the archer range is just now going up, so he could just hard commit villagers forward for the castle, which would go up in a really good spot right here. Whether he wants to actually commit to that now is a different question. So if you hover over the Spanish, if you're on PC, and you have the plugin enabled on Twitch, you will see that they get 20 gold for each technology research. Normally, that's not a huge deal. But here, it's actually very nice when you're getting all the text anyway. That's going to give you a lot of gold to spam those conchs. Maybe go for some monks. Some missionaries, maybe. Anything. What the benefit of a delayed feudal is when you have 2 TC start? Because you want to go fast castle age. There's no benefit of playing feudal age with 2 TC start. You can't get any significant... Even if you kill 5-6 vills from your opponent, you're still behind. Right? You want to just be able to click up to Castle Age as soon as you can. Why isn't Sora Kuma not dungeon rushing with the Sergeant? Because it builds very, very slowly. And he has only been in Feudal for a limited amount of time. ACCM's leaving. Nope. He's going for the castle here. Okay. So he's playing defensively. Dude, if he goes freaking Cannon Galleons, I'm gonna lose my shit. Basically, 2 TC starts are the best starts. 2 TC starts are entertaining for sure. Especially with no food. There's a lot of panic that happens. Resources are looking really solid for ACCM. Conks are coming out now. Cav Archers are on the way. Cav Archers from the Sicilians. Okay, not something you see every day. Not the worst, right? Bloodlines, Husbandry. They don't get Thumb Ring. Obviously, they don't get Heavy Cav Archer and Imperial Age, but I think this is more of just a counterplay to the Conks. Or attempted counterplay to the Conks. From Sora Kuma. No, you can get it. We've gotten 3 TC starts in HyperRandom. I don't know if you can get 4 TC. But we've definitely gotten 3 TC starts. There was one in the qualifiers. This guy is missed left. This is like my golf swing. When I went to the range yesterday, I missed left 15 times in a row. University goes up. 1.8 chance to get 2 TCs in your base. 0.9% chance to get 3 TCs in your base. I can't read the rest of that because
oh my, is that
I can't
chat
see the
over
chat
there?
anymore.
Chat is so cool, I'm so nervous, I hope chat comes over. That would really make my day. I love chat. Oh,
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Dave.
Hello, best little sub. I also love chat. So the relics are coming in, but unexpected unit composition here for Sora Kuma and the Cav Archers. And ACCM does lose the monks. Sora Kuma gonna add a monastery of his own. He's gonna start to grab these relics as well. And Ballistics is in, so this is getting a little difficult here for ACCM. Not long term, though. Because like I said, these Cav Archers don't scale super well for Sicilians. And it's more of a temporary army for him. It's an interesting solution to the Conk problem, though. I think a lot of players would have gone into skirms. ACCM sees that Ballistics is in now for Sora Kuma. I think a lot of people would have played into skirm here. But Sora Kuma wants the mobility of the Cav Archers, I suppose. And maybe it was just heavy on gold and wood. It's easier to do that than get your farm set up for skirms. There's also a 4.5% chance to have a double start. So if you hit the 2 TC, you would have 4 TC or 6 TC. 6 TC. I want to see that. Best of 9 final. Remember, game 9. I want to see 6 TC start. So ACCM has not really been able to grab the relics. There is a relic here, but I don't think he realizes that. It's right here, but you're never going to see that, are you? $11 Conks, Bloodlines on the way, 21 Cav Archers. Once Bloodlines comes in with that second armor upgrade, these Conks can almost fight this army despite being outnumbered so much. Villager count, 95 for ACCM, 85 for Sora Kuma. The Conks have the second armor upgrade. Remember, no thumb ring for these Cav Archers from Sora Kuma, so it's just 50 accuracy for them. Siege Workshop now coming up from ACCM. He's cleared the way at the back there. These trees only have 60 wood on them, so there's not a ton of wood back there. And ACCM knows about the amount of relics on this map. Let me see what the mini-map looks like for him. Yeah, he's never... Dude, I just looked in game. He's never finding this relic. Never. Ever in a million years. Unless he remembers it from earlier in the game. Like, that is just unseeable. Missionary coming out from ACCM. The missionary is here. We saw conks, and now we're seeing donks. He's coming into battle. Unfortunately, missionaries can't grab relics. I would love if they could, honestly. I've been saying that for years. Just let them be able to grab relics and then walk at a slower pace. They'd be fast going in, but as soon as they have the relic, they go back at the same pace as a monk. Imagine. Which relic? The one that got dropped? No, the one that got dropped is in. This one. Visually very tough to see. Imperial Age on the way now for ACCM. Imp is going to be on the way soon from Sora Kuma. And Ballistics coming in, Sanctity coming in as well for ACCM. He's got 117 villagers. He's got a good mass of Conquistadors. We could actually see Elite Conquistador, which is a very powerful unit. We just don't see it very often because it's tough to keep that mass that you have running through Castle Age. Ooh, ACCM is in between two armies. I don't know if Sora Kuma wants the smoke, though. He's going to lose a lot of Cav Archers, but he does clear up a ton of conks from ACCM. Just so out-popped, completely surrounded, and the conks are still doing good work here. But he does limit the numbers from ACCM. ACCM just now going for a second castle. However, it's only 11 Cav Archers remaining from Sora Kuma, and now the conversions are coming in from ACCM. Really, really nice. He's going to take map control. He could go forward with a castle right now, but he's lacking the stone. And he's going for docks. It is going to be cannon galleons, bro. Let's go, dude. Are you making docks back here? Or like here? No? Damn, dude. Imagine full gunpowder from ACCM. Conquistador, cannon galleons. I would love that. Hell yeah. Alright, skirms are coming out now from Sora Kuma. It's still only 10 Conquistadors here for ACCM. He does have ballistics for his Scorps. Does lose the monk there, but he's kind of building up behind. Chemistry on the way now. 49 on food for ACCM, 32 on gold. Sora Kuma, 44 on food, which is really solid. He's got the skirm mass coming in. Spanish do not get heavy scorpion, by the way, if you're thinking about that as a solution to like the skirm problem. Now ACCM is stretching out this way. What's the relic count? Sora Kuma has 4. ACCM's trying to grab these ones up here. There's another one right there, and the villagers are coming forward for a castle here. There's a lot of gold, a lot of stone in this area. Not as much as you might think, but still a decent amount. Okay, so Sora Kuma... Oh, Elite Conquistador coming in. Nice. Very nice. Sora Kuma, Sicilians. What do you do against Spanish in the late game? Personally, I think you probably just die. Like, the Sicilians' ultimate comp is, like, how Donjons with upgrades, SO, Trebs, something, Sergeants, and that all dies to gunpowder. That all dies to gunpowder. And now Supremacy, Light Cav, everything is coming out. Cannon Galleons, they're elite in the center. ACCM could go for more over here, too. Fanta, thank you for the prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good exploration from both now, as we see outposts going up, and monks searching for relics as well. 6 relics for Sora Kuma. He did get Halberg. Maybe he can raid ACCM, but you can see ACCM's got a ton of castles at home with ballistics. As soon as he starts getting raided, just get Fletching, Bodkin, Bracer. should help protect quite well. Doc also going up from Sora Kuma. ACCM's going to find that. He's going to take care of that. We have 16 Conquistadors only. I don't think I've even seen the elite skin for this. And freaking cannon galleons, man. These are Spanish cannon galleons. They're going to be putting in work with the conchs to back them up. They will die to the Cavalier. But if the conchs are there to protect them, should be pretty good. Now, these Cavalier with Halberd, I was about to say they do have a lot of Pierce armor, but he only has the first freaking armor upgrade. So they don't even. The conchs are still shredding them.
Will we see some ACCM GG timings this set?
Oh! Oh! The castle from Sora Kuma! Dead! I tried to go for a castle on this buildable terrain to shut down this middle water. And it dies right away. And now the skirms are dying as well. And the KD is firmly in ACCM's favor. He's got all of the map control that he could ever want. Double castle stack up here. Elite conch. Elite cannon galleons. This comp is no joke. And he could go into Halb too. But it looks like he's going into Paladin himself. Fast fires are in the way too. To deal with the Cavalier. Or maybe distract them as well. The cannon galleons might die because he's got no protection here. Demo's coming out now from ACCM. Boom! 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 Let's go! The demo's putting in work, and ACCM doesn't need to bring his Conquistadors over to protect those ships. He can keep them over here. He can keep them pressuring. Sora Kuma is still alive here, but the KD is getting worse and worse and worse. 135 to 58 is really brutal. And ACCM still taking down buildings with these cannon galleons and still has demos to protect as well. The Spanish tech tree, very solid, right? They get access to a lot of things. And I think we might see a lot of techs flying in here from ACCM. We could see bombard towers. You know, we could go for like the siege ram angle. They don't get siege onager, but they do get onager. Paladin now coming in for ACCM. Full Halb, full skirm. Champion if he needs it. Well, when's the last time you saw Spanish champion? And the villagers even with supremacy coming out to try and take down the Trebs. I mean, he was pop capped anyway, so if they can take out one Treb, it's great. Are they going to take out a second Treb? They're working away. They take it down. Let's go. The people revolting, taking out the Trebs, and now they're taking out this donjon as well. Does he have sappers? He doesn't have sappers. Sappers would help a lot, ACCM. I think they lowered the cost on it too, so it's only 200 wood, 400 food. Oh, maybe they didn't. It's still quite expensive, but could be a good tech here. So Sora Kuma sees the Cavalier behind, and Paladin will be really good in the Cavalier or in the cavalry matchup here against the Sicilians, because they don't get Paladin, and Halberd does nothing to protect them against other melee units. Now Paladin is in, so you have one of the most devastating compositions in the game: Bombard Cannon, Conquistador, Paladin versus Skirm, Cavalier, and some Trebs. Need cannon galleons on the outside? Yeah, that might be good. These cannon galleons already doing really well though. 27 kills on them. Picking away at these buildings on the outside. 7 relics for Sora Kuma. Only 2 for ACCM somehow. And still should be plenty of gold, plenty of stone on the map. Yeah. Has he gotten the relic yet? You'll never get that freaking thing, dude. This gold is not very efficient anymore. That it should be said. Okay, so the skirms are trying to take out the Kongs. The Bombard Cannon's constantly trying to take out the Trebs. The KD is still better than 2-1. And finally, some raids coming in here from ACCM. Is going to convert a villager, probably build some stables over here, take out the wood lines. Get to the back here, probably add a dock as well once he sees this. And Sora Kuma needs to deal with that, otherwise he's going to be cooked. Well, he kind of is cooked anyway, but if he wants any chance, he's going to have to shut this stuff down. He's actually just sending more villagers out to wood. He also has some skirms he's not using back here. Very intense focus on this front side. Not paying attention to what's happening in his eco. Sends a couple Cavalier back, so he's noticed it. But more stables going up from ACCM over here. Another relic coming in for Sora Kuma. That's something he's done really well this game, collecting those relics. He's got one more in the back of his, or two more in the back of his base as well, but ACCM, he wins that one. Plenty of time to plan out how his Imperial Age was going to look like. He walled himself in. He went for the docks right away for the cannon galleons to take map control. The Conquistadors managing the Cav Archers, and just a difficult matchup there for Sora Kuma Civ-wise. I think he needed to be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe he needed to try and get a forward castle. But something happened in Dark Age where he fell behind by like 6-7 vills. ACCM just slightly better with the production, and he was up to Castle Age much faster. Relic never left? Yeah, that relic is still... Dude, they could have played this for another hour, and I doubt ACCM would have found that relic. The KD was not good for him. 2.24 KD. It's pretty rare to see that in a 1v1 that goes into Imp. We'll see what Sora Kuma can come up with. Remember, they do have a restart, each of them. So I think there are a certain amount of players that would have seen Sicilians versus Spanish double TC start and just called a re there. Sora Kuma obviously didn't. They did start with a sergeant, so that was kind of like to his benefit a little bit if he wanted to go for a dungeon or whatever. Hi, Dave. Have you tried any curries recently? I need some good ideas. Not recently, no. I generally go for goat. I like goat curry. It's good. IMO. Sounds goated? Yeah. Also, goats are annoying little bastards. I don't feel bad eating them. How's your week been? It's been pretty good. I went out golfing 2 days ago. It was a beautiful day. I expected to play like shit because the last couple times I went out, I played like shit, and I actually played really, really well, so that was a surprise. And I went out. Did I go out this Monday? I guess I went out on Monday as well. Yeah. Monday was rough, dude. Monday was such a bad round. Holy cow. When you make the roux for mac and cheese, you do milk plus cheese plus Japanese curry blocks. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about now, but okay. All right. So, Nomad start. They've both discovered the water, which is critical. So it's going to be even there. And they both start with a villager up here. So they're going to be looking for the docks. There is a rule against fighting early in Nomad. So they're going to have to resist their temptation to have a villager battle. And then they're going to have to place their dock and then place their TC. Unfortunately for Sora Kuma, he has placed it in the corner and he's kind of blocked off by ACCM, who controls the rest of the map. ACCM playing as Gajaras, Sora Kuma playing as Malay. And ACCM will have access to camels with 253 food on them. That's a lot. And then generally it looks like more llamas than Sora Kuma. There is an escape path for Sora Kuma if he gets walled in. He could go this way, I guess. But not the greatest setup in the back here for him. If he can wall this off, it might be okay. Who knows? We'll see how this game goes. Malay should be slightly favored over Gajaras. Especially on a Nomad start. Like, the uptime's so important. The extra scouting from the dock as well, so you can get a lot of vision from this. You can't really go for the mill right away with Gajaras to garrison your herdables, so you can't take advantage of that bonus, but you do get your berry bushes, which is quite solid. Third world eats their... Okay. Time for you to get banned. Thank you very much. Okay. Very weird? Yes. Very strange. Missed it? What? Not worth... It's not worth talking about. It was a ban. Projections for the Blue Jays this weekend? I think we win one game, lose one game. And then we do the same in New York, and then we come back and win in Game 5 in Toronto. Just join in. How does drafting work in HyperRandom? It doesn't. There is no draft. They have no information about the maps.
I would
The
like to
civs are random.
congratulate the Yankees on barely beating a massively injured Red Sox team. As a reminder, your franchise is a constant embarrassment and hasn't won a title since 2009.
Thank you, Apex. Apex is a Boston Red Sox fan, if you can't tell. Thank you so much for the donation. This overlay can mouse over is the best thing ever. Yes, it's pretty cool. Oh, that's a nice corner over here. Shout out to Chippy for making that extension. Dude, Tristan, people were asking about the overlay on Tristan's stream, and he gave the most T90 answer ever. He's like, personally, as a viewer, I don't like things crowding my screen, so I don't think it's a good thing. Like, it's too much on the screen. And everyone's like, dude, you just, it's only when you hover over it. It's like, I don't know, man. He'll adopt it eventually. He's like me, though. He doesn't really like change, generally. So I don't blame him. Do we have to download something for it? No, it should just be there. Unless you have extensions disabled on Twitch. Alright, so ACCM, he had the camels. So his start is really, really solid. He also has the berry bushes here. Let's take a look at the scouting for Sora Kuma. It's pretty good. He still, I think, doesn't know that ACCM is here. So that's brutal. ACCM can see where Sora Kuma is over here. And they both know, because they saw the villagers earlier, that they've docked up at the top. How much is on these fish? 220. Now ACCM is checking the fish over there. It's a difficult position for him, right? Do you rush up and try and contest water? Can you get up to feudal age fast enough? There's not really a surplus of food here. There's no boars to bring in. As I say that, I see a boar. Only with 200 food, though. It's not easy. Not easy at all. ACCM now going for that first mill. He's going to garrison a couple of these guys in there. He's going to take these Argali. Fishing ships, 5 of them for Sora Kuma, 3 only for ACCM. Tristan has the custom capture age thing because I think he has a lot of it made around like community games and stuff like that. And that's just the way he prefers it. He likes all the information to be down here. For whatever reason. But he had to pay a pretty penny for that, so respect. There are a lot of fish over here, folks. Like, whoever controls this is going to have a ton of food. It's funny that they both docked on the area with less fish. Because there's just like a swarm over on this side. Okay, so Sora Kuma can click up soon. ACCM can click up soon. He's gone for Loom. Sora Kuma already has that. And if they both click up at the same time, Sora Kuma is going to be up significantly faster. He's also walling this off, which is really nice. Has he seen the TC from ACCM? Still no. I mean, maybe he lost a sheep. He sees a house here. So he probably knows he's around because it's unlikely the dock villager would be building that. He also knows there's a gap over here, which is nice. And yeah, Sora Kuma is already on the way to Feudal Age. It should be a water opening here for Sora Kuma. Would love to see more walls from him as well. ACCM could find some good damage. Even just like a wall back here would be nice. Anything to protect the gold. And that outpost is going to tell him a lot. Okay, cool. That should catch the edge of this TC. Fire Galley coming up from Sora Kuma. Should be another one on the way shortly. 8 fishing ships against 3. You can see ACCM chopping away. Goes for another outpost up here. So he'll see the barracks as well. ACCM still not in Feudal Age. They clicked up at the same time. So that's just melee, dude. That's the advantage that Sora Kuma has here with this civ. Stable. Which Sora Kuma sees immediately. ACCM, it looks like he wants to go for a fast castle approach. Will he have enough food is the question. He's going for a stable. But his fishing eco, which is most of his food, is going to be taken out. Do the Shravamsha Riders dodge fire ship attack? I don't know. I mean, at this rate, ACCM is not even going to be able to afford Castle Age. Is 130 food in the arms of these villagers coming back. He's got some food here coming back. Even once he gets to Castle Age, there's some serious questions. Like, what is he going to be able to afford? I don't know. The fire ship has discovered the villagers as well. Please make a demo. He sees this. He's just busy. Busy in other places. Fishing ships in the dock? Yeah, it's Gajara's. He can garrison them. Did you look at relics already? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Camel Scouts for ACCM. So Sora Kuma finding the villagers. Fire Galley now coming out from ACCM. The Camel Scout and the villagers going to collapse on this. He's going for more fires now. And Sora Kuma is kind of building up for Castle Age. He should be there soon because of melee. I think it's worth it to buy 100 food here and get up as quickly as you possibly can. Sora Kuma now going for a demo. Probably the correct decision. There we go. He buys the food. He sells the stone. He's up to Castle Age. So a minute and 10 seconds he's going to have to defend against whatever ACCM can do until he's in Castle Age himself. ACCM should be going for like a siege workshop or something, but you can see like the eco is really strained for him. Really, really strained. He made the decision to go fast castle, to not contest water, and not add additional fishing ships early, which Sora Kuma had. And that's been really punishing him. Where's this freaking demo? The demo's coming out, dude. Dun it, 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 dun it. I mean, he's gonna win the fight. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Camel's doing a decent job against the ships. War Galley upgrade could be nice. He's probably queued that, right? Yep. He's queued that. Siege Workshop now going up from ACCM. Sora Kuma can go for Redemption Monks. Malay Monk Tech Tree is very nice, indeed. He also has stone back here that he could maybe sneak out and take for a castle. This stone is very concerning, and he doesn't have any others at the back here. But the stone in this little area here could be very useful if he notices that. Should just be monks, though. If you're worried about him running out of gold, don't be. He's still got 4K left on that pile. There's a lot of gold on that pile. A lot of gold on this pile, too. Holy cow. And, of course, he has the fish as well. So the food is going to keep coming in. 32 villagers for him. 30 villagers for ACCM. ACCM is still fishing as well. He's going for a mangonel now. But if Sora Kuma prioritizes redemption and sanctity, as he should here, he should be able to defend himself perfectly fine. And ACCM can't really bring his cavalry too close, because then Sora Kuma just simply converts one of those and turns it on the mangonel. So if you're ACCM here, you need like a castle or monks of your own to push this. And it's just very, very difficult. We need sanctity, Sora Kuma. Redemption is nice, but if the mangonel can one-shot your monk, it's no good. So sanctity is necessary after you get that. Does he see the backstone? Yeah, he can see it. He knows about it. But he's busy with other things. Sora Kuma's doing all the right stuff right now. There's no need to get too fancy. It would be nice if he could take that stone, but it's even nicer if you convert a camel and also convert the mangonel and stop the push dead in its tracks. That's also beautiful. ACCM trying to save this mangonel. Sora Kuma trying to convert the armored elephant. He does lose the monk, but the scout from ACCM goes down, and ACCM's food eco is a disaster. Sora Kuma's has 9 on food. 8 of those are fishing ships, so it's enough to keep his TC running. ACCM, 7 on food somewhere. 2 of those are the fishing ships that don't have a dock to drop off to. So he's just like, he's up here taking berries. And then he has a couple herdables in the mill. That's it. And now all of his buildings are being converted. His blacksmith, his stable, his barracks. Oh no! GG! You know it's bad when ACCM resides. And he's only lost, what, 10 units? Sora Kuma taking that one. 1-1 now. A good game with the Malay. A questionable strategy there for ACCM to try and go fast castle, but I guess he figured he couldn't really contest Sora Kuma on water. Gajara's against Malay. And he wanted to try and trap him in and do something. Okay, 1-1. I like you. So our second set of the day, Tato Mihai, was played earlier this morning. But I have Rex for that. So we're going to do it after this set. And they should have played on private. So I don't think we know the result. I'm only out for myself, hombre. It's a chatter eat chatter world out there. Okay, Oil. He's jaded, dude. Hoyle's a grizzled veteran. How can I play this mode in AoE 2, or is this special for this event? If you look in the mod center in the game, just search HyperRandom. The best mod pack is Zetnus HyperRandom. That's the guy who created the maps and also the host of this event. And then you just go, when you're in like a skirmish or whatever, you just go in and select custom maps, and it should be in there once you download the mod. Okay, next game is coming up. Bengalis against Armenians. Both really, really good hyper-random civs, in my opinion. Let's see what the map is going to look like. Okay. So we have some weird islands map with Fox City. Oh my goodness. 20k gold from Foxes? 144 on each one of these? Oh my god, dude. We found Fox nothing. And the Tigers have 174 food. Oh my god, bro. They start with a war galley, but this is a different looking war galley. This is like a Greece war galley. Dude, we're selling furs, exactly. And ACCM falling behind in HP. Sora Kuma's kind of cooking them early. And if you lose your war galley early, you're basically dead on this map. So both players have to be very careful. Because then you can't really go for fish. That war galley will just take all of them out in Dark Age. So losing this is not really an option. 69 HP for Sora Kuma, 65 HP for ACCM. Sora Kuma's ship will heal. ACCM's will not. This is a huge advantage for Sora Kuma. Bengali ships heal over time. This is a massive advantage. And if you're ACCM, you might even want to call the re. Like, this might be enough of an advantage to call the re. They also get a queen to help scout. If you lose her, you don't lose the game. Couple boars here. 402 on both of those. And we have 143 on this boar. They do start with a stable as well. Dude, the foxes are crazy. 20k gold. That's it. That's the most value I've seen on the foxes ever. That's insane. Also, there's only 4 relics on this map. 5. Will the war galley fire a second arrow with Armenians? No. No, it will not. So ACCM does not call the re here. He's bringing back the boars. Armenians are very good on HyperRandom. Very, very solid. The fish also have quite a bit of value on them, so he's going to start fishing, obviously. Sora Kuma going to do the same thing. He has not repaired his war galley. He doesn't need to. It'll heal up over time. But yeah, mule carts do help. The extra arrows from your galleys, if you're going for a water contest, will help as well. Fortified Church with the extra relic is going to be huge. On the other side, though, we already saw the ship healing, which is massive. Extra 2 villagers when you age up is really, really good for Bengalis. And then late game, naval battle? I mean, like, who do you prefer? Think Armenians is probably better, but Bengalis have one of the best naval tech trees in the game. And their ship's healing is huge. It all comes down to whether you like Dromans or elite cannon galleons better, I think. Armenians also get the extra range on their galleons, and they get the demo radius from Cilician fleet. But yeah, 2 very, very big navies. Man, if you get villager... These foxes are just so loud. If you get villagers in this center area, you can harvest these foxes for days and your gold income is going to be insane. As long as you don't die to the, the tigers. Like, there's just so much value here in the center. This is insane. They do see quite a few foxes. We'll see how they plan around that. Like, both players see a lot of foxes. Sora Kuma's just coming in with his war galley. Why, I mean, why not, right? He's taking 160 damage. ACCM's taking 150. ACCM has to repair over time. Sora Kuma just heals up naturally. You should always push your advantage here with this thing. Feudal Age is on the way for ACCM. Pretty soon, he will have some reinforcements for this war galley. He will have some friends. Are there any foxes on their island? I think there should be, right? Ooh, Sora Kuma. Uh-oh, Sora Kuma. Even though you heal, ACCM's going to attempt to block with a fishing ship here. And Sora Kuma's going to lose his war galley. He got a little too lost in the sauce. And now ACCM with the big boy coming back the other way. Absolutely lost in the sauce. How much does this fox have? 46. Okay. And Sora Kuma, I mean, that's not good at all. He's so much later to Feudal Age as well, and it doesn't look as if he's going to have enough res to go fast castle here. So he's just going to lose. He's just dead. I don't know what's going on with the build here for Sora Kuma, but it was much better for ACCM. Actually really like this map. I mean, it's interesting if they get to the middle. Unfortunately, I think this map would just generally result in... oh, if only he found those. Oh my goodness. Result in like an early GG, right? Because someone lost their freaking war galley. I'm just going to check real quick. Because Sora Kuma's build was so bad. Okay, he had the same... Yeah, he had the same amount of food. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that he had as many boars as ACCM had. Because that Feudal Age timing is just very poor. Just a better build from ACCM. Guys, these foxes. ACCM now chasing down the fishing ships from Sora Kuma. Still has his little war galley over here. 28 villagers for Sora Kuma because he got the 2 extras. ACCM at 27. How much gold on all the foxes? 20k. Do foxes decay? Yes. There's legitimately 20,000 gold. 19.8. There's 144 per. And that gold comes in fast. And instantaneously. So if you get to the center there, Like, if ACCM got Vils to the center right now and managed to kill those tigers, he wouldn't have to be mining gold. Now, he does have a lot of resources available to him. He's going for a market now. And he's going to try and buy his way up. Still has this war galley, which is helping him out a ton as well. Loom coming in for ACCM. Okay, so that's part of the reason Sora Kuma was later, is Loom. But that's only accounts for 25 seconds. Mining in 2025, kind of cringe? Yeah, true. Castle Age on the way for ACCM. It's a much better start for him. Much, much better. He's still got a decent amount of galleys. He's going to use this to fight back the raiding party here from Sora Kuma. And he's also going, he's going horse color as well. So he's going to add some farms because he doesn't trust the fish. Like, if he tracked how much food is on these and how much gold is on these, he wouldn't need to do horse color at all. Just deal with this ship, make a transport ship, and send like 10 villagers to the center. Kill these with your ships, and that's it. ACCM now coming back with his navy. He really wanted to go forward there against Sora Kuma. And finally, he's going to clear this stuff. Has to be careful on the other side, though, because Sora Kuma is coming back. Do you know the result of Tato Mihai? No, I do not. I have the Rex in a folder ready to go once this set is done. The folder? Yeah. Lars, did you end up deleting your folder? You probably have a new one by now, right? I did? The world is a better place. No Bod Canero for ACCM. He's got Vils in the queue, so he had the resources to get it. He just didn't. He went for War Galley first, and War Galley is still 10 seconds away. No Bod Canero is very interesting. Maybe he just thought he clicked it. Maybe he forgot to click it. I don't know. Regardless, he could have used that in that fight. There we go. Bod Canero coming in now. And the War Galleys are going to be putting in work against the galleys from Sora Kuma. Sora Kuma almost has enough to click up himself. You can see he's idling his TC a little bit, using the market now. Trying to take out as many War Galleys as he can. The galleys are more maneuverable. In certain numbers, it does feel better to have galleys here than War Galleys. As you can see, the galleys just kind of smoothly running away. Getting good shots off. And ACCM actually kind of struggling. Sora Kuma getting out of here with some weak ones too, so they'll heal up over time. Unless they turn to hit the tigers and then get sniped by the War Galleys. Could do that as well. Why aren't they building fire ships? Fire ships lose their value once you have a certain mass of galleys and War Galleys. Especially in the hands of a pro player. Once you have like more than 6 galleys, fire ships feel very, very bad. Unless you can like surprise your enemy, right? If you can flank them or something like that with an overwhelming amount of fires, then sure. But fires are really only for a couple things. So they're for like killing fishing ships when you don't want to fully invest onto water. Having a really close dock fight, like your docks are within sight of each other, then you go for fires, or like getting up to Imperial Age or Castle Age and trying to take advantage of your upgraded units, like a fast fire or regular fire ship against galleys. How are they not seeing the value in the middle? Well, they can't. The thing is, they can't go out for that until they cleared the area in the middle here of the water, right? So they have to still contest water. Now he's seeing the tigers. Sorakuma's over here. He's going to take the food. Sends a scout. Has his galleys protecting. War galley upgrade is coming in for him now. Second town center. This dude dying. But it looks like the galleys are going to be able to snipe those. These tigers, by the way, fastest food collection rate in the game. Even faster than Mongol Hunt. For whatever reason, these are like the jaguars that used to be on Jaguar Pit. I don't know why they're coded that way, but any like aggressive hunt like this has an extremely fast collection rate. And you can see it when she's bringing this in. It's even faster than Mongol Hunt. ACCM now seeing the villagers over here. Sorakuma needs to keep himself safe. ACCM's added a couple fires as a little meat shield. And Sorakuma was so busy with the middle. Think he might be losing water here. And he might have reminded ACCM that the middle is a possibility. TC now on the foxes over here. Very, very nice. Look at all of this. Look at the dead tigers. Relic also coming in soon for Sorakuma. Sorakuma doing well over on this side. ACCM now going for a transport ship of his own. And he's going to find this TC, and he can actually range this TC with his war galleys. So not the greatest situation there for Sorakuma. Sorakuma also finding the boars over on this side. Wow, he's taking advantage of a lot of the hunt on the map. Holy cow. But ACCM now finding his navy, and that shit is on staying ground. Sorakuma does not realize this. He's not going to like to see that. That's for sure. So Sorakuma just bringing in food now from the center. ACCM has that transport ship. He'll probably come over here with some fortified churches. And the hunt for the hunt begins. No bodkin. Oh, for Sorakuma. So this gold from the ACCM just killed him with... He's not paying attention. Oh, good. He's brought more. ACCM adding a third TC back here. Monks now working away on the war galleys, and they're going to get the conversions that they need. Fortified Church now coming up from ACCM over here. Is going to get another war galley converted, though. He should be able to deal with that. There's not enough monks there from Sorakuma. And he can still range a lot of the eco around here from Sorakuma. The TC, the wood line on that side. Having water control is a huge deal. However, Sorakuma bringing in so much gold from these foxes. Look at his gold count go up. Oh my god. And now he can click up to Imp if he wanted to. If he's had another building. Oh my god. Look at his res go up. Holy cow, dude. That gold is coming in so fast. How much gold is there on the foxes? 144 apiece. We checked earlier. There was 20k gold in foxes. And now ACCM is going to join him on the gold front. So much just flying in. He still has his fishing ships as well. Imperial Age coming in for Sorakuma. ACCM now getting Atonement. Sorakuma already has that. And ACCM is going for another fortified church in this center area. Devotion on the way for him. He Still has water control, but with Sora Kuma getting to Imperial Age, he could add fast fires and take that back really, really quickly. So ACCM needs to realize that getting to the middle with more villagers and taking advantage of all this free food is very important. And also going up to Imperial Age at a reasonable time is necessary. Warrior Priest coming in, trying to take out the monks here from Sora Kuma. This guy's being healed. He also has the armor. Looks like that Warrior Priest is going to go down. But ACCM does have devotion, so should be able to convert this monk from Sora Kuma. And unfortunately, he gets the other monk converted back. He spotted the docks now from Sora Kuma. Another villager going to die to the Jags or Tigers or whatever. And things are getting a little hectic on this center area. Sora Kuma's resources are insane. He had enough to click up to Imp again. And he just bought 500 stone and he's going to go for a castle in the center. Warrior priests are here, though. He needs to be a bit more respectful with his castle than that. Never mind. Going for it again. Sora Kuma read this map correctly. ACCM did not get to the middle in time despite having the water control. He added eco at home. And we'll see what he can do. His opponent just got to Imperial Age, so he realizes he's behind the times here. And he will need to retreat over to this side and try and get up to Imp himself. And then try and get a navy set up. We did say Armenians are probably a little bit better than Bengalis in the late game naval battle. And I think we're going to see it. Yeah, they don't have to bring the fox gold back. No, the foxes just are like Khmer farms. They just go automatically into the res bank. Man, this is a pretty nasty setup here for Sora Kuma. ACCM can't fight in this area. He really wants a castle so he can make research Cilician fleet. And then his demos would be more effective. He goes for the castle here. He's going for some demos as well. He's trying to convert the fast fires, which should be really valuable. And still a minute and 20 seconds away from him. ACCM also has to make sure that Sora Kuma doesn't come over here. He's got a relic there too. That's annoying. He's got to make sure he doesn't transport over while he has the chance. Demo's coming in. Boom, boom. How much gold is left on the foxes now? 15k. So they've already collected 4k gold from those, and it's mostly Sora Kuma that's done that. ACCM still has a better eco. But Sora Kuma still hasn't even taken all of this stuff over here. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Fortified Church Rush from ACCM. He's making things crazy. He's landed the island of Sora Kuma, realizing that these monks and everything are going to take a lot of focus from him. So he might not notice that, and he might be able to get some serious damage to the eco behind here. Another fortified church, siege workshop, Sora Kuma now completing the TC and trying to rush this guy down. But there's a warrior priest protecting that, and he hasn't garrisoned anything in the TC, so these villagers actually might die. ACCM now going for a forward castle on Sora Kuma's island. He's getting his monk technologies. He's still not getting his naval techs in yet. Sora Kuma did manage to kill that warrior priest, but bigger problems on his home island. He might have to transport everything to the center. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Like, there's plenty of, even without the foxes, there's plenty of gold here. There's stone here. There's wood here. There's everything here. If you can control this middle island and the water surrounding it, should still be good. ACCM's still missing this relic over here. That's a rough one. Cilician fleet now on the way. Galleon on the way for ACCM. What a good game here. Sora Kuma controlling the center, but ACCM still competing on water. Going for the counterattack. Rush by minute 35. Isn't that more of a push than a rush? Semantics, bro. It's still, you understood what I meant. Which means it is a rush. Can the Treb reach the castle on the other side of the water? Yes. Yes, they can. Dangerous, though. Because there's Navy here. The villagers are still in the center here from ACCM. He's been so annoying with these fortified churches. He's trying to go for another one. The light cav are out now. From Sora Kuma. The castle is up and the TC is going down. And here comes a Treb as well. Remember, that castle is going to have all the upgrades from the Navy. So that castle is going to be able, once ballistics is in, to snipe these light cap coming in for the Treb. You're a caster, you should care about semantics. Yeah, well, you're a chatter. So. Got him. Heavy demo on the way for ACCM. Sora Kuma is going to get more vills to the middle, and he's got to clear this stuff up. Like, ACCM is still just hanging on, right? Sora Kuma hasn't been able to take out the Navy from ACCM. The push over here was just brilliant. If Sora Kuma was completely undistracted, undisturbed at home, I think he would have been able to clear this and this already. But instead, he's still trying to deal with this stuff. ACCM, unfortunately, gets all 3 of his monks converted. He doesn't get a single conversion himself. And trying to bum rush Bengali monks with villagers is, trust me, it's just never, it's never a good idea. It's never a good idea. It's just, like, this, yeah. This dude's gonna stay alive. Multiple Trebs now for ACCM. Warrior Priest still working away. And he has Cilician fleet. And he's got heavy demos in a choke point. Ratha have been transported over, though. So ACCM might have to worry about counter raids. He does have some fortified churches. He's got a castle here to make composite bowmen. Another castle here to defend himself. And some monks as well. He should be fine. I like this position a lot better for ACCM, despite the fact that Sora Kuma is still taking the hunt and the foxes and has access to all of that stuff. ACCM coming in with the demos. And it's a couple good ones. It's a couple good ones. Which civs get the mango ships? Armenians get them, Goths get them, Byzantines get them, Huns get them. I think that's it, right? Armenians, Byzantines, Goths, Huns. Romans. Forgot Romans. Okay, castle's gonna go down. Damn, dude. Sora Kuma got such a good imp time. He should have been able to fully clear water. But I think he was a little bit too focused on trying to, like, fully win this land area. And then, of course, ACCM made him pay attention to this when he landed. But holy cow, ACCM just taking control of this game now. 195. He's pop capped against an opponent with 111 population. Sora forgot Bracer. Forgot Bracer, forgot Ballistics as well. Yeah. But like I said, the Navy hasn't been his priority, really. Weirdly enough. When it probably should have been. His priority was like kicking ACCM off that middle land area. He calls the GG now. Really well played from ACCM to take that one back. The landing here was just a stroke of genius. Cleared up all of this stuff and distracted his opponent so much. Man, the foxes on this were insane. And I'm surprised Sora Kuma just didn't keep harvesting the foxes. Like, why go to gold here? I guess maybe the ships were there, but there's so much gold on these foxes. There's so much, and it comes in so much faster than this. He landed with a 1 HP transport ship. What, on Sora Kuma's island?
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity.
Gio, thank you for the 4 months, man. Welcome back. That's kind of sick. Damn this as well. Thank you for the 33. Elite Composite Bowman is a flex, useless upgrade. It is very cheap, and it does make them... It gives them, what, 5 HP? And it makes them produce faster. And it's a very cheap upgrade to get. All in all, I think it's worth it if you have more than, like, 20. It's just cheap. In terms of overall stat line, it's probably one of the worst elite upgrades in the game, if not the worst. But the faster production is nice. I think it's like 2 seconds faster for each one on average, which is good. Okay, ACCM. Why does it have 2 2s? Up 2-1. And Sora Kuma hoping for a good Civ matchup in the next game. They both have their Rees still available to them. They can call it for any reason before 4 minutes. Maybe he didn't want to deal with clicking the villagers from Fox group to Fox group. I mean, they just do it automatically, right? Dave, when can we expect more Pokemon? Probably next month. Probably next month. This is the month of HyperRandom, my friend. Welcome in, everyone, by the way. Vikings for ACCM, Cumans for Sora Kuma. So this could be really good for Sora Kuma or really bad for Sora Kuma. If it's a 2TC start, just you lose your only advantage, dude. And Vikings are disgusting on 2TC starts, I think. That's one civ where you could actually consider going faster Feudal Age. Is Vikings on a 2TC start. If you get up with like 40 vills and you instantly get wheelbarrow, huge upgrade. Very wild. Thank you for the 9 months. We just had a kid. It's yours. It's not mine, unfortunately. Mm-mm-mm. 30 seconds until the next game. Nick, thank you for the 21. Welcome back, buddy. For all chatters and Dave, haha, fun exercise in chat. Please name and describe your favorite time in which you chose not to report income. Be as detailed as possible. Ah, you almost got us, guys. He almost got us. Fucking narc. Okay, so we have a little palisade wall here. for both of them. ACCM playing as Vikings, Sora Kuma playing as humans. And then, of course, we have this area in the middle with a shit ton of boars, but some wolves guarding the way. There's a lot of boars there. There's also a lot of fish on this map and a lot of water on this map. Personally, if I'm Sora Kuma, I am not interested in playing this out at all. Already. Not interested. Like, full walled base, water controlling most of the map against Vikings. I'll take my chances somewhere else. But we'll see what he decides to do. He has until 4 minutes to call a re. Probably wants to look for some value with this winged hussar first. He can see all of these boars. And he can also see the wolves there. So it's like... Can't even put down a good second TC. I mean, he could put one down over here. Right? At the back. That's not a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold here. Is Sora Kuma going to call the re? I think he should. He definitely should call a re. This would be a mistake not to. If there were no water at all, then play it out by all means, but... All right. 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. He's not really playing like he's going to call one. You do wait until the last possible second to do it. And he's getting loom now. So he's going out here. He's not going to call the re. He's going to try and lure a bunch of boars in to his base. He might not even, like, fish. He might not even go for a dock. I say that as he chops this tree and he might delete the walls to go for a dock, but hey. He goes for the dock. There's so many boars here, dude. If you can bring all of these guys in, it could be huge. Regardless, ACCM is going to go for a dock, and the Vikings, well, the Vikings should be favored on water battles. Humans have one of the worst navies in the game. Both of them not wanting to lose their winged hussar. If they want to come out for these boars, which ACCM, I think, is just discovering now, they're going to have to avoid the winged hussar from their opponent. And that's the reason that Sora Kuma went for the dock that's kind of walled in here to protect his villager. How many boars would Viper try and lure at once? Well, it's difficult because the wolves are here, right? If those wolves weren't there, Sora Kuma could easily, with the help of the winged hussar, he could probably bring in 6. Something like that. Ooh, Sora Kuma winning this fight. Ooh, ACCM trying to get the hill. Sora Kuma takes out the winged hussar. He's still got 8 HP left. It's not enough to, like... might be enough to kill an unloomed villager, but it's not enough to go toe-to-toe with the loomed villager. However, it is enough to keep that thing alive and maybe get some more of these boars in. And also protect this villager, too. He's coming forward. I don't think... Oh, look at ACCM's food eco. ACCM did not pull in any boars from the sentry here. Like, Sora Kuma went out. He had a boar right here. He went out and took it. ACCM didn't scout that until much later. He can't see the boars. Except this one. And right now, his food eco is just coming in from the fish because he didn't have many herdables. And now he can't find any more because the winged hussar died. So Sora Kuma actually has a really good start here. And Sora Kuma is going for a forward dock as well. Might even be trying to just batter down this wall and get to that villager. Unfortunately, he runs into every single bear and wolf in the game. Damn, what a rough start for ACCM. Holy cow. This is what happens when you don't scout that middle area early. Run into something like this. He's seeing the dock now from Sora Kuma. Can't do anything about it. Loomis still not in for ACCM, and that feudal time is not going to be good for him at all. So I think ACCM will have to adapt from this point forward. He's got plenty of berries remaining for food. Should probably add in some farms as well. He will know he's going to lose his fish. So he probably has to adapt into like a Castle Age play into longboats, maybe. It's rough either way. Good job from Sora Kuma. Fire Galley coming out. Villager now coming forward as well. He could set up a TC here. Imagine a second TC in the center area. Would it be worth it? I don't know. I think he wants to get rid of these wolves. Or maybe just lure in these boars. There's plenty of food there. Or maybe he's undecided on what he wants to do. The boar's coming in hot. Feudal Age is on the way for ACCM. Sora Kuma just now coming out with the fire galleys. He'll have a minute and 10 seconds to do some serious damage. Actually, more than that, because ACCM has to make the ships as well. And he deals with the boar perfectly fine. That's quite a bit of food. Villagers coming out. And he is TCing the gold in the center. Now, this is a risk. There's a lot of resources there for him to take. But usually you want to TC a woodline or a stone or something like that. And it's also very exposed if ACCM does manage to get the Castle Age, which it looks like he's trying to do, and get the longboats on the field. They can just kill that TC. So I don't really like it that much. I think it would have been better back here. But he's going to take the chance and go for the boars and go for the gold. How many matchups we got today? We've got this one, and then I'm doing Rex from Tato Mihai after this one. They played earlier this morning, but they played private games, and they sent us the Rex, so we don't know the result. We're docks on this side. The second TC will go up from Sora Kuma, but Castle Age is only 2 minutes away from ACCM, and ACCM still has more res collected, despite being harassed on his fishing eco. Losing almost all of that, and the boars coming in for Sora Kuma. That takes a long time to build that TC in Feudal Age. I mean, there's a lot of boar meat here, guys. Like, there's 6,000 food on these boars. It's a legitimate amount of boar meat. So his Castle Age should be coming in shortly, right? Even producing from 2 TCs. That's just an insane amount of food to be bringing in. The problem here is just the fact that longboats are very powerful. That's it. And that's why I thought he probably should have read this map as soon as he saw the water in the center. Dr. AOE, thank you for the 10 months. Fletching now coming in for ACCM. Some demos on their way out. $36 villagers for Sora Kuma. 30 villagers for ACCM. More villagers coming around this way, and he's found the dock, and he's going to go for a dock right next there, and he's killed the villager. So the Winged Hussar now with 2 kills. Sora Kuma knows where the dock locations are from ACCM. And he's going to try and make some more docks of his own. He's also trying to take out these docks here, forward. As ACCM gets a demo against the Fire Galley. He's going for another demo over here. I don't know if that thing will be out in time. It looks like it will be. And it should clear both of those up. Still bringing in boars as well as Sora Kuma. Yeah, that should clear both of those. Ooh, unless Sora Kuma pulls that away. Let's go. I like this, though. I mean, he is taking out the docks from ACCM. ACCM trying to send another village. Still no loom! Still no freaking loom, dude! Oh my goodness. So that Wingdosaur is feasting again. The longboats come out. It's feudal age navy against these longboats, which is generally not a good recipe for success. But I mean, he's finding a little bit of damage against it as he's constantly producing from 2 town centers. And he does kill one of them. But the longboats are cooking now. And ACCM will shortly find this TC from Sora Kuma, the 2nd town center. And this feudal age navy just dies instantly. Blankety Blanco, thank you for the 7 months. Another dock goes up from Sora Kuma. He will be clicking up to Castle Age shortly. He's got plenty of docks. He's now bringing in all of the boars, or just 2, maybe 3. The wolves are dead. He doesn't have to worry about that. And one of those goes back. But it's still plenty of food for him. No! It's fine. It's fine. It happens. Okay? It happens. All right? It's fine. That happens as well when you're up against longboats. These things will outrange the TC. They'll kill the fishing ships. ACCM can get really solid damage against this TC, and he can deny the boars coming in. That's probably the best use of his time at the moment. Look at how fast this TC is dying. This is why I felt like this wasn't a great play. Look at how quickly this is dying. It's a good thing he didn't click up to Castle Age on this guy. $12 longboats for ACCM. Eco back here is okay. Still more res collected for him, by the way. Wheelbarrow and handcart go hard. Town center is about to die. 54 villagers against 41. Town center is going to die, and then there's no protection for these vills. Sora Kuma, your TC is about to die, brother. Your TC is about to die, brother. The TC is dead. And now the villagers need to run. Longboats cooked that really, really easily. Villagers are on the way over here. If only he had enough stone for a castle, he could plop one down immediately. I think he realizes he needs to get off of this middle island, and he needs to get over to somewhere where the longboats can't range him, like here. So, Sora Kuma is on the run. With all of these boar villagers, ACCM is going to kill a few. That's 2. And he only gets 2 extras. Sora Kuma could maybe go for another TC. Doesn't have the stone. So, now both players are in Castle Age. Careening is on the way, and War Galley. So Sora Kuma realizing that he needs the extra armor on his ships. He has a demo. He could pop out and do really good damage with that. And he's coming in here with the fires from the other side, too. Careening should help a little bit, but it's still not going to be enough. Still not going to be enough to win the fights against these longboats. ACCM almost caught up in villagers now. He's gone for the second TC. 50 villagers against 53. Still ahead on res collected. Demos are dangerous against longboats when they stack up like this. And I think Sorakuma's going to go for a couple and then pop them out. He shouldn't pop out the fire galley, though. Because it'll just distract them and bump up against them. Yeah. If your demos only, you get in there slightly faster. Longboats are going down, so ACCM losing track of some of his units, just a tad. Siege Workshop now out from ACCM as well. Sorakuma going for Monastery Siege Workshop. And Sorakuma still slowly contesting the Navy. I don't think he expects to win water. He's just hoping for some luck. Even if he does clear up these longboats, ACCM can just make more. Oh! 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 What a demo there from Sorakuma! He knew ACCM was distracted. He pulled the longboat fire over because ACCM was tracking that ship, and then the demo comes in clutch, and suddenly there might be a chance for him to retain water control. He also gets the mangonel over here. Sorakuma pushing back on this side. Takes out the longboat. Still chasing these ones. Still thinking about going for a town center in the middle. ACCM adding a third TC now. And trying to defend against the siege. I don't think he's too worried about this. He's actually on stone at the front. And he's made a tower. So that's pretty secure over there. TC is coming up on the island again. There should be enough fires to go in there and kill that if Sorakuma sends these two from the other side, which he's doing. Good old pincer maneuver here from Sorakuma. He did take out the dock there. He took out the dock there. So ACCM doesn't have a dock currently. He doesn't have a dock. He just got the villager converted. The Vikings do not have a dock right now. So Sorakuma is going to take full control of the water. That's wild. Really nice job from Sorakuma. Knights now coming up from ACCM. With a mangonel as well. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh, no. Oh, no. So he wins water. But what did it cost? What did it cost, chat? Everything. 93% on the TC. Sorakuma denied off of that ACCM. He ignored the water because he had a push going over here, and Sorakuma didn't expect the Viking Knights. He saw the siege before, but he didn't see the land units, and oh no, he lost so much. Eco KD now 25-7 in favor of ACCM, and he just redocks again. 79 Eco to 48. Sorakuma was leading most of the game in Eco count. Until that moment. And he can't even get the mangonel. I think he knows he's done for. The Cumin tech tree doesn't match up particularly well against Vikings. I mean, they do have Kipchek Paladin, which feels good. But this map, the way it's set up, it's going to be more or less Navy that you have to worry about. And Vikings have some of the best Navy in the game. TC went up? It did. Well played. So now he's 4 town centers. But the Navy is still a problem, once again. I like using the ram to clear it up. That's nice. It's going to help against the docks. And more fires are on the way. So it's tough for ACCM to get himself out of this little area here. But with demos and longboats, he should be able to do something. No War Galley upgrade for ACCM because he was playing in the longboats. So his demos are still just demo rafts. War Galley would probably be a very useful tech here. So his eco upgrades are an absolute disaster, yeah. I mean, wheelbarrow handcart for free is fantastic for Vikings, right? You look at the res from ACCM. He's just floating that res while producing from 3 TCs. And now he goes for a castle. He's also taking out the monastery with the 2 relics in it from Sorakuma. Looks like he's defending this push perfectly fine, and Sora Kuma trying to save the ramp. That's not going to happen. And I don't think Sora Kuma can do anything against this castle because he doesn't have any siege coming out yet. I think this might be the end of the line. He did such a good job pushing ACCM off of water with those longboats. Oh, he lost another villager to a boar. Oh, no. He's lost 2 now. You can't really blame him, can you? There's so much going on. Monk just yoinks the relic, hops in the TC, and Sora Kuma. He's going to have to run away with that guy. He should have used his re. Probably should have, yep. Demo's getting really good value for ACCM. Okay, if you're ACCM, I think you just, if you want to win, you just wall these areas on the sides and then prioritize water. And then you can go into land comp or whatever. But you just take water. That's a good castle from Sora Kuma, if that goes up. That's a really solid castle from him. And ACCM getting some good conversion. He's going to be out with the longboats now. And he's got the mag... Oh, no, dude! Not another building! Oh, God. ACCM. Clutch conversions there. He will lose the mangonel. He will lose some longboats. And I don't know if he has enough to deny this castle. Looks like he doesn't. So Sora Kuma will get this up. But more villagers lost from him. ACCM now 8k res collected ahead. And he can just go for Trebs immediately. He could go for another castle, maybe like over here or something. Demo rafts. For Christ's sake, ACCM, just get the War Galley upgrade, please. My man really believes in the raft technology. He doesn't like ships. He's a big raft guy. Okay, Sora Kuma grabbing a lot of relics, to be fair. ACCM just grabbing the 2 that Sora Kuma left him on that side. Castle coming in now for ACCM. Careening is coming in. Imperial Age as well. Should be Chemistry as priority number 1. Then Trebs. Then Bracer, I think. So we'll see what ACCM goes for. Stone mining upgrade. Okay, I didn't even think that was a priority number 50. Sora Kuma calling the GG and ACCM winning out here 3-1. Really, really solid job from both players. I still think Sora Kuma probably should have called the re here. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just forgot about it, right? He was just in it locked in. Forgot about the re potentially. Either way, solid job from ACCM to push back and deny that TC, and the whole game just kind of turned around. If Sora Kuma still had this setup over here, or was able to run with those 25 vills, might be a completely different game at the moment. But losing that was just absolutely brutal. Regardless, a pretty good set. 3-1 for ACCM. Some interesting maps there. I think that one map, I've never seen as many foxes. I want to see more maps with that many foxes. I think it'd be really neat. This one wasn't bad with the boars in the middle as well. The double TC map was interesting too.